Welcome to JoF TV. I'm Cilla, and that's Chuck. That doesn't matter, because this is my soapbox.
Turnabout's fair play.
Exactly. Okay, so, my soapbox.
Although that only makes sense if I post these in the order that we recorded them.
Yeah.
I'm going to post them out of order just to mess with you and the audience.
So, my soapbox. I am a fan of shows typically. A lot goes into a show and a movie. Casting, writing, chemistry among the cast, if it's an ensemble, which most things are.
Wardrobe.
But those are the main things. Because I've seen some good casting with shitty writing. SPD comes to mind. At the same time, I've seen some amazing acting with... I'm sorry,
you said that
good,
backwards.
Yeah, good writing with bad acting.
The Notebook.
No.
I'm kidding. That didn't have good acting or writing.
That is one of my favorite movies. Shut up.
I know. That's why I keep messing with you.
Anyway, as a viewer, one of the things that drives me up the wall is repetitive writing. And for those of you that don't listen to us very often, you may not realize I am a soap opera fan. I've been a fan of the soap opera genre since I was a kid, dating back to when I watched Guiding Light, As the World Turns, now General Hospital.
I'm sorry, I thought your people called them telenovelas. It's because you're half Mexican.
I got the joke. Racist.
Oh, goddamn, that was funny. I'm sorry. I'll get over it in a minute.
I am the victim of racism.
Oh, nothing but love. Anyway, go ahead.
Fan of soap operas. My one of choice is General Hospital because, let's face it, today choices are limited in that genre. And when One Life to Live went off the air, that writing team moved over to General Hospital and was a good thing at first because General Hospital was near being the next one to be canceled. It needed a revamp because, let's face it,
Shot in the arm, revitalization, it needed it.
Yes. And soap operas have to be on their game right now or face cancellation. It is a critical time for that genre.
Who wants to be replaced by Wayne Brady doing another game show? Don't get me wrong. Let's Make a Deal is cute and kitschy. But, you know...
Or another version of The View. How many of those do we need?
Let's see. The View, The Talk, The Chew, which at least has food involved.
Revolution got canceled.
What the hell is Revolution?
It's what replaced All My Children. Or One Life to Live, one of them. It was a fashion lifestyle talk show. It was hosted by the dude that does Survivor.
Jeff Probst?
I think so.
Okay.
It failed. Anyway, we don't need more talk shows or game shows. Soap operas are fighting to stay on the air. When this team came in, they needed it. Unfortunately, my favorite show has become a victim of repetitive writing. And I'm using this show as an example because it's the one that's getting under my skin the most right now. But a lot of shows fall victim to this. I'm sure that you can probably think of a few yourself. But in the last year and a half, 2 years on the show, we have seen several storylines repeat. And I know it's a soap opera and you're going to get repeat stories. Mm-hmm. When you're doing a show every day, it's going to happen. It shouldn't happen in that short of a time span. In a very short time, we've seen 1, 2, 3 babies get switched or misplaced with the wrong parents.
Okay.
We've seen 3 massive car accidents that resulted in the death of a major character, all of which have been children, in very similar situations. We have seen the same characters go through the same emotions over similar events. And to the point that it's just like, when a new storyline starts, you're like, this again? Really? Didn't we just do this? The first name of the head writer is named Ron. I want to say, I can't pronounce his last name. I think it's Italian. It begins with a C, Carvolini or something. Anyway, his first name is Ron. Fans have nicknamed him Re-Ron.
That's funny.
Because that's how repetitive the stories are getting on General Hospital. My friend Jill used to watch General Hospital. Doesn't anymore because now every time she tunes in every once in a while and is always like, oh, hey, it's the same storyline with different characters. I watch it because I'm a loyalist, and it's really hard to get me to stop watching a soap opera once I've started, because I'm loyal to the genre. And that's really all it is. But it does get very irritating to watch the same story over and over again.
Sure.
And it's not a hard concept. Again, I know soap operas repeat, especially ones that have been on the air for as long as General Hospital has, 51 years now. You're going to eventually repeat. Once a decade is enough for some of this stuff, though. 5 years, even.
Right.
You shouldn't see the same storylines in the same year.
Fair enough.
If it has not been a full calendar year, do not repeat the storyline. It's a good rule of thumb. And I think this gets to me even... I know a lot of viewers are upset by this. I read the message boards. I read the Facebook comments. I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm not the one that named him Re-Ron. I just think it's great and appropriate. As a writer, though, this really gets to me. Because I know what it takes, and it is hard sometimes to come up with fresh story ideas. And sometimes you do have to touch on something that you did once and sort of figure out a way to freshen it up. But that's just it. You need to freshen it up. If you're going to reuse it, do a twist on it. Don't just stick in different characters and do the same thing. It doesn't work. And it does eventually get old. And like I said, I'm using General Hospital as an example because it's the one that's currently constantly on my mind because it's a daily show.
Right.
I see it every day. But a lot of shows fall victim to this. Even movies can fall victim to it. Especially in sequels if you're rehashing the same thing that you did in a previous movie.
Sure.
So...
Freddy can only kill from dreams so many different ways. Jason can only hack you up at Camp Crystal Lake so many ways.
Exactly.
Sure. Things get repetitive.
And the Scream movies are another good example. I think that's why I liked Scream 4 so much. Is because... Have you seen Scream 4?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. So I won't be giving spoilers away to you.
Yeah, it definitely flipped the script.
It rehashed a lot of the first movie.
Intentionally.
But... added enough twist to make it work.
Right.
You didn't feel like you were watching the same thing with different characters.
Well, actually, for me, I did. Until a certain point. It's like, okay, alright, we've seen this. Okay, this is the same shit. Why are we still doing this? And then you realize, aha!
But there was a twist.
Yeah.
There was a twist.
Yeah, it was some M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong stuff.
And that is what set it apart. And what made it go from being repetitive to great.
Sure.
Is because it led you on this ride that felt repetitive until it gave you this twist that you never could have imagined.
Right.
That's good writing.
Yeah, I agree.
So, that's my soapbox for the week. If you're a writer, whether it's for movies, TV, a series of novels, anything that has more than one storyline, don't be repetitive. And if you're going to be repetitive, give it a twist that freshens it up.
Right. Let's get creative, folks.
Exactly. in some ways, I feel like the creativity in entertainment is dying, and there's no excuse for it. We can be creative. You just have to put a little bit of effort into it. And that's all I got. Anything you'd like to add?
No.
Okay. Thank you for watching, and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter.
You keep doing that. Follow us on Twitter.
Like us on Facebook. And you can find those links on jackalopesafari.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.